Bangladesh. Mujibur is certainly enjoying himself now.
The two subs drafted in for Zahid and Himonto, well, they've had completely different second halves, as we see a pocket of Malaysian fans here at this Bangabandhu National Stadium. Well, they certainly would have enjoyed the first 45 minutes, but overall, this has been a cracking game to watch.
And a contest worthy of a final. Goals, good positive football, some moments of frayed tempers, but thankfully no suspensions or any such thing as yet.
Rahman's throw. Emily trying to cut that inside, looking for Raju. Malaysia come away with it. Faizat down the line. Kumaran finding himself slightly deserted up front on his own.
And that's why Razib Ismail is going to make a change. We can see off-screen Akhir, who's trying to warm up, or is rather ready to join the action soon.
Ball in by Sohail. Adam Noor clipped as he tried to clear that, and we're going to see another yellow card here. This time to Muna.
Yes, Yamin Ahmed Chaudhary, Munna, who's had a good game overall, but was caught out on a few occasions in the first half, as were most of his defensive colleagues, but they have tightened their game up a little bit. However, it was this indiscipline which was, that's an absolutely insane challenge. And he's done that right in front of the referee. So just a moment of brain freeze.
Lucky to just get a yellow, really. That's a totally different sport, isn't it? Adam Noor is still down.
Well, if you take away the opposition player, that was not a bad spike in Sepak Takraw.
Good call. Will Razib Ismail take this opportunity to bring on Muhammad Akhir?
Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina arrives at the venue. And will her presence inspire the team further? As if they need any further inspiration. They've already put in a terrific dogged fight, but this will make them fight even harder.
Well, the team certainly made sure that the PM's appearance would see them level pegging in this showpiece final. Malaysia have a lot to do to haul themselves back into this. Certainly playing second fiddle at the moment to the team in green.
If you're in the yellow and black brigade, though, all you need to believe is one goal is all it'll take to just turn things around massively again. We're running out of time here, 25 minutes left, so whichever team scores here could well turn out to be the team which laughs last. Well, she's got her colours coordinated with the national flag as well, and she's putting on a little bit more of red and green.
So a substitution, Amirul Hisham comes off. On comes Muhammad Akhir.
So that's a positive change in place of Amirul, who's principally a defensive midfielder. This will probably see Adam Noor also getting up front a bit more. And Akhir, of course, has been bombing down the flanks. Likes to play along the right, but also can be seen on the left from time to time.
Faizat, loose ball. Muna couldn't find a teammate. Yassin puts it into touch for a throw to Malaysia. Certainly, whatever happens here, whether Bangladesh come out and find a third and winning goal, or should they concede another, the fans can be proud of the work rate, the performance put in by the 11 on the pitch.
It's a win-win for both teams, for both countries, for both sets of fans, because they have played some dazzling football across these 10 days or so.
Muna with the ball, Amali trying to get there, Majumdar! Got underneath that one, and it went sailing over Farhan's crossbar.
Yes, attempted a snapshot, which would have given a little bit more to smile about for the Honourable Prime Minister. Sheikh Hasina, of course, also the daughter of the father of the nation, after whom this stadium, as well as the Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2015 presented by AB Bank, is named Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
And what an excellent tournament it has been, capped by a showpiece final to be proud of. Kumaran can't get himself onto that loose ball. Tough tackling going on in the middle of the pitch. Paisat works it out left. Shazwan, can he wrap his left around this? Bangladesh do clear it.
Father of the nation oversees what has been a magnificent final, worthy of the occasion. Packed house here in Dhaka on a Sunday, a working day here in Bangladesh, and both teams have then done their supporters massively proud.
They have indeed. Both teams can leave the field with heads held high, no matter what the result. They have put on a showpiece final here. A game worthy of any final, really. 4 goals, lots of action, and more still to come.
Exactly, Ross. The big question is, will they leave the field after another 21 minutes, or possibly 51 minutes, or possibly even more?
We did allude to the fact that this game could go all the way. And as it stands, if it does remain the same in the next 21 minutes or so, as Kumaran felt the brunt of that tackle from Yassin.
It's always a giveaway when the hands go up. That means that the defender has done something wrong and is afraid of what might happen to him. But as things happen, he hasn't really been booked or anything for it.
So Kumaran's going to need some attention. And well, it's a totally different crowd from the one at half-time. They can be proud of what they've seen on the pitch. Certainly since the start of their second half. Bangladesh hauling themselves back into this thanks to goals from Emily and Yassin after conceding through Nazirul and Kumaran.
Just got a glimpse there of the president as well of the BFF and what he's got to look at as a fallout of this tournament. Not only the fact that they will be playing host to the AFC Under-23 Championship qualifying round matches soon at this very venue, 27th, 29th and 31st of March. Bangladesh, India, Uzbekistan and Syria. 2 matches every day, with Bangladesh, I would imagine, playing the second match of the day under lights. But what that will do is perhaps open up the opportunity for merchandising. That's got to be done, because I can tell you that even in our commentary room, even though we don't have cameras, we have these lovely scarves with the Bangladesh colours which have been handed over by the BFF.
Shazwan with a foul there on Rahman, just pulling him down. Free kick to Bangladesh, continuing their resurgence with 20 minutes left to go in this final of the Bangabandhu Gold Cup 2015, presented by AB Bank. Amun's free kick. It went off a Malaysian head. Nordin Shawal got the last touch, so it will be a corner to Bangladesh, and more pressure they can heap on this Malaysian defence.
And not only from the 11 players on the pitch, but from the 12th out there alongside, well, about 30,000 of them, close to that.
Farhan Abu Bakr does some organising. Nazirul Naim has got front post duties. And again, the slightly bigger men of Bangladesh, well, that's got to be the way to attack Malaysia, as Muhammad Akil couldn't keep that in play. You can see the massive corner count there in favour of the team in green.
Also quite visibly walking tall at the moment, the coach rattling out instructions, looking like an army general at the moment.
And surely with a contract extension on its way. That went off the outside of Raju's boot as he tried to clip that into the middle.
Tell you what, whether De Cruyff's assignment gets a lease of life or not, it really will be a shame because we've seen so much drama in these 72 minutes. But unfortunately, right as we said right at the start of the program, that there will unfortunately have to be a winner and correspondingly a team which will have to finish runners-up. But if only there was a provision for making them joint champions. They have served up some superstar entertainment today.
Farhan Abu Bakar with the goal kick. Isaac doesn't make the header. Bangladesh, you find first to every ball at the moment.
Ross, would any of these Malaysian young players have played in front of an audience like this?
No, that's a great point you've just brought up. A lot of these youngsters, well, certainly they coped well enough in the first half, but this is a whole different ball game now, what they're seeing here, and Kumaran in an offside position. Bit of inexperience showing there.
They're going to make a change. Rizwan, who's been so impressive, will be coming on for Kumaran. Kumaran, of course, scorer of the second goal, and his last contribution was having the offside flag go up against him. But outstanding across 2 games. And the 18-year-old has shown that he is one prospect to watch out for in future, not only in Malaysia, but across the world of football.
So off comes Kumaran, and on comes Muhammad Rizwan, who has a goal to his name. I'm sure another one now will do very nicely, thank you.
So one change to go for Malaysia. And from Bangladesh's perspective, they really haven't had to make any change apart from the enforced one.
Shazwan's clearance. Jamal picks it up. Keeping possession. Rehan down the line, asking just a bit too much of Sohail Rana.
Ross, another reason why Bangladesh will probably approach these last 15 minutes as the favourites. If you remember the conclusion of the game in Sylhet, Malaysia were leading 1-0, but Bangladesh had a number of chances late in that game. It's a testimony to the fact that they are a very fit squad, and they've shown it repeatedly.
Amali gets possession. That time, Arif Farhan with an important header away. Now, down the line, Faizat won't get to that. They look for Rizwan. Faizat helps it on. Adam Noor on the ball, clips it up, too close to Sohail. All day he'll take those.
Well, there's got to be a fair amount of tension around the ground. Everybody must be wondering what the future unfolds in this match. Just about 15 minutes left, but I have that funny feeling that we are going to do some overtime today, Ross.
And gladly so, let me add. Adam Noor. Malaysia clearly deflated. But I'm sure Razid Ismail will be saying, you're not out of this yet, boys. It is still level. Amli with the layoff. Sohail Rana looks inside. Free kick against Malaysia. Again, high feet. We've seen quite a lot of that. And the referee not standing for it. Nordin Shawal, the offender this time.
And he's wondering what he did wrong. Well, this is what was the case. Starts showing, and you cannot do that. Just clamping down on Amali. And even though unintentional, leads to a free kick in a useful position. The fouls count, I remember at one stage, Ross, was overwhelmingly in favour of Bangladesh in the first half. So it tells you that Malaysia have been rattled a bit because they've allowed it to almost come back to level pegging terms.
Now, Mamoon, he's certainly due a goal. The superstar skipper of Bangladesh. Clips it up. It went off a Malaysian head. It will be a corner to Bangladesh. They're keeping the pressure on the young Malaysians.
This is what you call a grandstand finish. It's going to be a photo finish if you were in athletics. because both teams have had nothing to separate them. But these set pieces could hurt Malaysia. Yet again, I say that.
Mamoon's corner. This time Farhan comes out and gets a hand to it. Mamoon will try and put that back into the box. Bangladesh get a throw, and this will be as good as a corner as Rahman trots up to take this.
Exactly, 6 corners to 1, but if you add, well, about the 10 to 15 throw-ins that possibly Rahman has had, you know that Farhan has had a much busier day at the office. He's already conceded twice.
The long throw comes in. It's another header this time. Farhan Abu Bakar gets his gloves to it, and he launches it long.
Yet again, that throw-in doing a little bit of, not damage per se, eventually well saved by Farhan, but they had a tough time dealing with it. Just reminded me suddenly that run-up from Rahman, Ross, about one Indian footballer from the northeastern state of Manipur. Used to play for one of the institutional sides, Air India, the national airlines. And he had a habit of actually doing a somersault. In his run-up, he would do a bit of a flip and then let a release of the ball. And that would often throw off defenders because they just wouldn't know when to expect the release. Unbelievable skills, and the way he would make it look on television was just spectacular.
Amali with the flick on. Nazirul with the clearance. Rahman on the ball. Finds Sohail Rana. Clipped into the penalty box, but Malaysia clear it. Not very far, though. Una will go backwards. Wonderful skill there from Yassin to get away from his marker. Jamal in the way of that. Shazwan muscled off the ball. Nazirul stepping in. Seems such a long time ago when Nazirul Naim put in the opener through a stunning free kick. That was in the 30th minute. Well, we've got 10 minutes to go here in Dhaka, and we are level pegging.
Impossible to separate the two. They have been outstanding, and 4 goals of immense quality today. All 4 of them have been great examples of good finishing, good opportunism from the players, and it's just been massive, massive value for money this final. And from the look of things, from the look of balance of play, I would say, Ross, that the team which looks more likely to score at the moment is Bangladesh. So Malaysia have to be very, very careful in these last 10 minutes, especially defensively.
And you're absolutely right there. I'm sure Razib Ismail, an experienced football man, he will certainly identify that the momentum is with the teaming